WoW Classic.
Yes.
Over 1 million viewers on Twitch on launch
It's a
day.
lot.
Now, some of that is because literally every streamer on the platform was playing it.
Yes.
And so that's going to inflate the numbers dramatically.
Yes.
But asmongold had like 350,000 people watching him at one point.
Pretty crazy. That's huge.
That's big. And it's still doing over 250K pretty much at any given moment.
It's at 459 right now.
It was like 4 o'clock in the morning last night.
Yeah.
It was at 255 or something thousand.
If you are a big streamer and you are known for WoW, right now you are cashing checks.
Fucking smiles.
Bruh.
Except for the queue time. You're not smiles.
Yeah, no, you're not smiles about that, but Jesus. Listen, hey. I've already said my piece about what I think about WoW Classic. Yeah. I think it's going to be...
it's going to be a no from me.
It's a no from me. But, I mean, I actually think it's not going to do so well in the long term.
Oh, this is definitely a short-term thing.
I think it's a short-term thing.
Lots of money going to be made in that short term.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? It'll still be around for a long time. And the people that love Classic are going to play it.
I think this is going to create a really super strong small community.
Yes. Yes.
And then the people at the top of the food chain in that community are going to do real fucking well.
Yes. But like other Blizzard past remakes and things, and it doesn't translate well because people then realize like what's going to happen when it's going to boil down to what they do when the content is then beaten from Classic. Because
like how much in-game grind in WoW Classic do you really
want to do?
Yeah.
And are they going to start updating it and creating this entire new version of WoW? You know, are they going to come out with expansions?
You're going to remaster all the expansions one after the other?
Exactly. Like if they do that, there might actually be some premise here. Also, we all see how well old school RuneScape does. Mm-hmm. In fact, RuneScape 3, which is the newer version, I'm not saying nobody plays it, but
you don't hear about it. Yeah.
Everybody, the diehards, the classics, they prefer to play old school RuneScape. I don't think that's necessarily what's happening here because WoW has been around so long and normal WoW is the bigger version and not the reversal. I'm not saying that can't change, but I think it's highly unlikely. I'm not going to come off like a hater. It's not for me. I'm happy for the people that are enjoying it, you know, when they come out with Warcraft 3 remastered. I'm going to play that for a bit, check it out, see how well it does. I also think that in itself will also last a month or two of being very popular. People will do very well with it. There'll be a community that will gravitate towards that and utilize it. But for the masses, I don't think it's going to go very far. But, hey, if this can even go and be a third of where it's at right now for the next 6 months to a year, Blizzard, congratulations.
Well done.
You did it, right?
The thing about this that will give it more longevity to a degree, even though people have no life the shit out of this game since it came out. I'm waiting to hear about somebody dying from sitting in their chair. I'm just actually waiting for it.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen. But is that things move so much slower in this game that for like somebody who's even a streamer that's playing it like semi-casually, it's going to take a while to get to the end game, and an even longer time I think for people to get tired of it because people will enjoy grinding for mounts and grinding for gear and whatever.
It can work both ways. Like here's the thing, I played RuneScape for a year, and it is without a doubt the most grindy thing I've ever
doesn't get much grindier than classic RuneScape.
And you know what I've learned from the RuneScape community, they love the game so much, they're also grinding, so they'll tune in and watch you literally destroy the same fucking creep or whatever for 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. And as long as you're entertaining, you can hold a conversation, you can hold their attention to some degree.
Your background noise, bro, because they're doing it at the same time.
And that's the thing with WoW Classic. The people that are watching WoW Classic are likely also playing WoW Classic.
While I'm playing No Man's Sky, half of the people watching me I'm playing WoW Classic on the side right now.
Exactly.
So they have something's background
Exactly.
noise.
That's all.
It's grind.
That's all it is.
It's grind,
bro. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And so there is a world in which, and you know what? I'll be honest. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see WoW Classic eclipse the old WoW, and have the community that have been crying for it, not to have official servers, to have official backing from Blizzard to do this, and them not fuck it up, for them to make WoW great again, or bring it back to its roots and make it the more popular version, and run with it. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't. From what I've seen,
there's diminishing returns for Blizzard to be doing that kind of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens. It's doing great. I'm happy for everybody involved. It's great for Twitch. It's great for people that are into that. It's good to see. And you know what? And another thing is, I'm happy to see Blizzard follow through and not fuck something up.
Yeah.
Because out of just about every single person that I've seen tweet out about Classic, everything, they all love it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any
other than the Q jokes.
Well, yes, but dude, the entire fucking world's trying to play this,
yes,
right? That's inevitable.
Yeah.
And that will die down as the game starts to die down a bit. But I haven't seen anybody go, you fucked this up, you changed this mechanic, you added this, we didn't like that, we don't like this. It's all been great.
You know why? Because they didn't change anything.
Well, that's it. And as long as they stick to their guns and they do that shit, and they don't put in some weird, pay for this thing, or adding in this new mechanic, or adding in different content that wasn't there before, or whatever, and they keep it as the way classic, because that's the whole thing. That's the whole.
It's the whole point.
That's the whole point of it. Is to keep it classic, and they're doing that. So, out of all the shitstorm Blizzard's been through over the last 2 years, finally they're doing something right. And congratulations. As much as I want to hate on Blizzard right now, I got to give it to them. They didn't fuck this up, and this could be the first of many good things to come from Blizzard to start saying sorry to a community without saying sorry, but showing the community that, listen, we're listening to you. We're going to start making good. We're going to start bringing back old Blizzard, and this is it. I know. Okay.
I like the enthusiasm.
Thank you.
I'm there.
Okay.
I like the enthusiasm.
All right.
It's not going to happen, though.
No, it's not.
But I like the enthusiasm.
Hey, at least I got WoW Classic.
I'm there for it.
Okay.
I'm there for it. It's WoW Classic. Warcraft 3, probably going to be similar in how it turns out to be good. But as soon as the Diablo thing kicks back up, all of what you just said, right out the fucking window. It's all gone, bro.
I agree.
It's all fucking gone.
I agree.
I think one thing that I'll be interested to see in the community is if people start to talk about, with the expansions, like some of the expansions go over well with WoW and others didn't, for any number of reasons. And in the discussion of remastering the other games in succession seems a bit silly, but so much in the expansions, it's almost like when you do a WoW Classic, you go, okay, how could we redo it all? But after that one with the expansions, with everything we learned over 15 years from the community and otherwise, could we technically redo WoW in the long term? Because there's obviously still a community that's not insignificant, millions of players.
Yeah.
So monetarily speaking, it's there.
Yeah.
Where we could redo WoW and the expansions, but
classic
better this time.
Bring it, dude. I'm telling you right now what they could do.
Like press the restart button with WoW Classic and make no changes to the classic WoW.
Exactly.
But then if you're coming out with if you're redoing the ones that came out afterwards, where people had a lot of issues with changes and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe you take this as an opportunity.
Fix those issues.
To fix them.
Keep it classic. Can you imagine with all the hype that's going on right now?
Yeah.
If Blizzard tweets out, has a press conference, whatever, and goes, "Hey guys, we are overwhelmed with how we can't believe how
our
well
servers are also
our servers
overwhelmed.
are dying, but we're going to add more servers."
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, and guess what?
Yeah.
You putting all these hours in? Well, it's not going to waste because we're remastering, we're redoing every expansion. We're going to release it once a year in classic form so that you guys can be part of this for the next decade. So all of the WoW that you guys have enjoyed over the last decade plus, 15 years or whatever, now we're going to be redoing all of them in classic form. Dude, WoW as we know it would change. That would be a game changer, because then it's more than just what we have now.
Yes.
It gives them a reason to stay locked in, or they're gonna miss out. It's the same thing of when they announce Avatar, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or they announce Fast and Furious 9 and 10. If you're gonna go and see 1 through 8, or you're gonna watch Avatar 1 and 2, strap yourself in, because we've got more coming, and it lets the audience know that you're not wasting your time here. The story's going to continue. The hours you're putting in are not going to waste. We're gonna keep catering to you so that you can come on this journey with us. If they did that, the whole game changes. This version of WoW, and you think about it, it'd be genius, because let's be real, WoW has been going downhill. When they bring out expansions, it sells like crazy, but then it peters off quick.
Well, like after the first 2 expansions, I think it really, like people were still playing it because they were dedicated as fuck.
Yeah.
But the positive versus negative comments after like the first expansion or 2 just wasn't so good.
But if you come out and you say this, you almost completely rebrand WoW as we know it, and you bring it back to the thing that people fell in love with.
Yes.
And it's almost like cheating. It's almost like
you're almost going to turn back. You're like a time machine.
Yes.
Because people are so dedicated to WoW that they'd be on board with this. And the thing that kind of allows them to do this in a weird way is that classic WoW isn't a separate entity.
No.
You're paying the same amount of money every month for WoW.
Yes.
You just choose to go back there.
Yes.
So it's not like they don't have to change how people are paying or anything. All they have to do, it's not, and simplifying,
I know,
that's
but
a shitload of fucking work.
Yeah.
But they have the ability, if they wanted to redo it and just update and make, and when necessary, and if they were going to do this is when consulting the community would be
asking them.
Absolutely.
Let the community
paramount
100%
to anything else they can come up with.
Yep.
To at least take some shit into consideration so that
didn't work.
What they learned in the past.
Yep.
They go, all right, we're going to keep the good shit.
Yep.
We're going to try our best and take community feedback to do this up.
Yeah.
Because the people that are staying, you're not going to earn a bunch of new people coming into WoW.
No.
You're basically trying to get the people to come back that had played it in the past.
Yes.
And
or convert people that are playing regular WoW to join the classic.
Yeah, and the hardcore to come back. They're going to make you money if you just listen to them at this point.
Yes.
You're not redoing WoW because you think you're going to open it up to a whole new market. You're doing it because you know that the market within WoW right now is big enough that it will sustain itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be able to shoulder putting the time in to redo those games.
Yes.
And continue to make money for another 15 years on the other side of
100%,
this.
bro. Star Wars did this. Star Wars comes out back in fucking 1970, whatever the fuck, or early
74 was
70,
the first one,
70,
I think?
Yeah.
Or 77.
And high 77. Comes out in this 1970s. And it's massive. Does big numbers.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it. And then what? Back in year 2000 or even before that, like 1998 or 9 or whatever.
They do a
re-release in theaters.
Yeah.
They just take the regular format.
Yeah. Georgie boy put his dick where it didn't belong.
He put his dick. But you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They go back in and everybody loves it.
Yes.
And they haven't experienced it for years.
And then here comes the prequels.
And then here comes the prequels.
But they warmed them up.
So, WoW, if they play it right, and it looks like they're already starting to play it right, they could double dip here. They could not only have their cake, but then they'll have the icing. Then they'll have they get to regurgitate it and then eat it again as if it, and it's genius because it's been long enough that people remember what it's like.
Yes.
And they miss it because how dull things have been for so long, even though it's been okay.
Yes.
But you now have a chance to just give them what they loved again in 2019. And everybody's hyped up on the same train about it, and you feel like you got to be part of it again. I can guarantee there's tons of people that have never played WoW in 10 years, 10 years, that were hooked like motherfuckers, that, now they're back. It's like WoW Classic's back. It's like, oh, should I do it? I don't know. They turn it
You've
on,
got
bro.
people committing to like 5-hour queue times.
Yes.
You know you're going to make money off of them.
Yeah.
You just need to do a and talking about like it's a valid point. Somebody mentioned, wouldn't that fragment the community more over time? Like because they're running parallel servers, right?
Yeah, but it almost doesn't matter.
But like it doesn't matter because, like I said, those people are still paying.
Exactly.
So whether they're playing over here, they're paying
matter.
the same
They're paying the same
$15.
thing.
You're still. It's just the decision becomes.
Well, you give them choices, man.
The decision becomes if. Okay, so you're spending a lot of money to remaster, right?
Yeah.
To have this stuff running in parallel. So
Yeah.
there's money. The same money is coming in, all things being equal, but money is going out because you're remastering over time. The methodology that you would have to subscribe to there, or what you'd have to look at and you run the numbers on, are how many people can we get to come back, or conversely, how many people can we get to extend their subscription because maybe they were petering out over here, but they'd be willing to get back on the wheel over here for X number of months or X number of years. If we get them to go back at the beginning. It's like almost like they get to the end of the rat race, the end of the maze, and then you pick them up and you put them back at the beginning of the maze again, and they go, oh.
Exactly. And you want to know what else is crazy is, think about this. You can choose which one you want, classic or regular.
Yes.
Chances are the average player has both accounts, right? They
have characters on both because you don't want to remove them.
Yeah, they've already been playing
because they
WoW.
put all that time
now
over
they're
here.
coming over to Classic because they want to enjoy it.
Yes.
Now, say they're grinding out Classic, which is the real grind. Regular WoW's a grind too, but this is on another scale.
This is the true grind.
So this is where you're putting in a lot of your time, especially you've been playing this side for years and years and years. You're just kind of over it. It's bland. When a new expansion comes out,
everything old is new again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're playing the old new, and it's exciting. Everyone's hyped. You really feel like you're accomplishing things when you grind. But then Blizzard releases a new expansion for the old. So they go, okay, you know what? I'm going to switch back over here on my other tune. I'm just going to grind out the levels, get back there. I'm going to play that. I'm going to beat all that shit off in a week. No problem. Right back to my grind.
Yeah.
So they're going to sell a copy of an expansion over here.
Yes.
But they're going to spend most of the time over here.
Yes.
But they're just going to keep up with this because
they have characters there. They're ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They've got the raid. They've got their characters. They've got commitment still over here, but they still don't feel like they're losing out all that much because they're spending time. It's absolutely genius. And then if you re-release all those expansions on Classic, it's a constant double dip. It's genius. And the amount of money that Blizzard brings in a month off WoW, no matter how much,
it's not insignificant. It's a lot of money.
To whatever it would be to remaster in classic form what they have. Sure, it would cost a lot of money, but the amount of money they bring in a month, bro, it is a drop in the motherfucking bucket.
Again, this isn't necessarily about new acquisition. You're going to get some always, which is fine, but that's not what it's about. This is about keeping who you have right now, and maintaining it longer term. You're at this point you're getting the most money out of WoW as you can for as long as possible, because WoW is Blizzard's bread and butter in terms of financials. To my knowledge, it is the foundation of the company right now financially, and then everything is built on top of WoW subscriptions. So you've got WoW at the bottom, and then for a time it was Hearthstone. Hearthstone's petering off, but there was in terms of the amount of money
it's always been
going
out
to maintain WoW and Hearthstone versus the money coming in was just night and day.
Doesn't even matter.
So it's a very unique situation.
It's interesting.
It's like the only thing I can think of, the only property I can think of that would ever get away with this.
Oh, 100%.
And that people would be interested in actually keeping up with it.
It's because they've earned the right to do that from years and years and years of commitment to
15 years specifically.
15 years from a brand, and you've hooked in. You think about any and every MMO that has come and gone. The one that has always stayed on top.
WoW was that perfect storm of right place, right time, right
Boom.
property, right company.
Yep.
And 15 years of it.
Yes.
And even though the quality for most people, they'd say it's gone down, the player base is still so huge.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And the nostalgia factor is so massive.
Oh, especially with Classic, bro. It's fucking nuts now. Like, it's on another level. It's on another level, bro. They
get to be Star Wars.
Bro, it's like you haven't nutted in fucking 6 months.
Is this a real story, Jeff?
Well, no, it's not. It's like you haven't nutted in 6 months. and then opens up a door and 8 beautiful women just walk in and say, choose. In fact, take us all at the same time.
It's probably not going to be necessary.
You
but
don't say no to it.
No.
You don't say no.
You just say yes.
You just say yes, please.
You know you can't possibly please all 8 of them.
No, but you're going to try.
You might not even please one.
You're going to try.
But after 6 months, you're going to give them the fuck college try, bro.
Yep. Even if it's 1-2 thrusts, you're going to get those in.
2-stroke.
Period.
2-pump
You just can't say no to it.
No.
And that's what Blizzard's doing right now. They brought out the line of women.
Yeah.
And they say, just choose your flavor.
Choose your character. Choose your fighter.
Choose your tune.
What do you want?
You want Alliance or do you want Horde?
Yeah.
Pick it. Fuck it. Make one of each.
Yeah.
Whatever
Spice
you
it
want.
up.
Spice it. So there it is. It's interesting. Blizzard finally taking a W here in the last little bit. We'll see how well it does. If they
I'm
just
going
keep
lowercase W for now.
Lowercase dub. Well, I give him a big W right now.
Yeah.
This is big. I'll give them the lowercase dub if they just keep classic the way it is, and then that's it. And that's as far as the content goes.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to put it down to a smaller dub because it's still a dub. But if they come out and they announce that they're doing all of them, I'm going big dub. I'm going big dub.
Oh, very big dub.
And I'm going to go Blizzard, man.
That's a Wonder Woman-sized dub.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big fucking W.
So we'll see, boys. We'll see. But good news for all the
streamers out
there
that are hardcore into that shit, going to be doing real well.
Yeah, the grind paid off. It's paying off in spades right now.
Yes, it is. Asmongold survived long enough on like 4 calories a day to get 350,000 viewers. If he didn't turn over like 50 grand in that one day,
the dream.